2025 is here and we of course are going to continue creating videos for you. Also, something that never changes is we offer Windows 11 Pro retail keys. For just $12.50, purchase one today and you are good to go for the end of the year when Windows 10 is end of life.
Another year already. Good to see and hear from so many of you. May the next quarter century deliver as many unexpected surprises as did the millenniums first. And again, time is fluid, like music. See you in the new year.
March 2025, it is this month, 18 years after Half-Life 2 Episode 2, and for some reason Half-Life 3 is trending again. We have fresh engine leaks, we have cryptic G-Man messages, we have Valve's old code whispering new secrets, and of course we have very recently a stunning RTX remaster of Half-Life 2, and it just dropped a week ago. And with all that, this year in 2025, for some reason, now something which has been long forgotten, buried, considered dead, is now somewhat being questioned again. Is Half-Life 3 in production? For nearly 2 decades, gamers have chased shadows. We had many leaks, memes, lost storylines, all searching for the one sequel that never came and is now, like I said earlier, considered forgotten, dead, and something that will never happen. However, never say never. We've seen some of the craziest rumors now in 2025, and I would say let's jump in. What do we actually know about a possible Half-Life 3? In 2007, Valve left us here. A grieving Alyx, a dead Eli, and Gordon Freeman silent once again. But this time we expected answers. Valve had promised a trilogy of episodes, so we were waiting for episode 3. And episode 3 was actually supposed to be arrived that very holiday. But then nothing. No trailer, no screenshots, no comments. For years Valve said very little. But fans, they just kept digging, and what they found only deepened the mystery about Half-Life Episode 3. In 2008, early Episode 3 concept art quietly appeared online. The Borellas, Arctic landscape, and the Cold War in more ways than one. In 2010, even Valve's own software accidentally hinted at what might have been a flamethrower, an ice gun, and an enemy codenamed Blob. But without any official word, the community filled in the void with something else. And by 2011, fans were protesting outside Valve's headquarters. Valve's response? Friendly, cryptic, but also useless. Then came the shirt, and with it, a meme was born. So every screenshot, every line of code, every GDC presentations, fans dissected it all. So a missed semicolon in a Dota update, clearly a sign. The community was laughing to hide its pain about the missing Half-Life 3. By 2013, a leaked Valve dev database revealed it plainly. There was a Half-Life 3 team and not a Half-Life 3 game. But years later, the silence was finally broken. In 2020, Valve returned with a Half-Life. It was Half-Life Alyx. A prequel that ended with a twist fans never saw coming. Eli lives, Alyx is taken, and Gordon Freeman, for the first time in over a decade, picks up the crowbar. By 2014, the Half-Life community had entered the quiet years. No updates, no trailers, no episode 3, but clues they somehow kept leaking. It was the first time a former Valve dev confirmed it. Something called Half-Life 3 existed, at least on paper. But behind closed doors, progress was falling apart. By late 2014, internal dev teams for Half-Life 3 were quietly disbanded. Source 2 was still unstable and Valve shelved multiple game prototypes, including Half-Life. But then, in 2015, a bombshell. HL3.txt, a leaked internal script containing dozens of lines of code for a Half-Life sequel. VR support, procedural missions, a quest system, even a combined AI director like Left 4 Dead. This wasn't just any Half-Life game or any Half-Life Episode 3, this was going to be something completely new. And through it all, no one at Valve would ever say a word. Then, out of nowhere, a letter, a blog post, a goodbye. Mark Laidlaw, the original writer of Half-Life, published a cryptic, gender-swapped short story. It wasn't labeled Half-Life 3, but fans knew exactly what it was. The outline for Episode 3. It described the Arctic, the final battle, the Borealis, Alyx, Garn, Gordon, adrift. Laidlaw called it a dream, but to fans it was closure or maybe a funeral. The episode we never got, the ending we maybe never wanted, and from Valve, still nothing. But the story wasn't over. 3 years later, Half-Life returned. However, not in the way we actually expected this. In late 2019, Valve finally broke the silence. No Episode 3, no Half-Life 3, but a name none of us expected, Alyx. A full-length prequel set 5 years before Half-Life 2, made only for virtual reality, so this was quite controversial and not really the sequel fans imagined at first. But it was the return of Half-Life and wow, it was glorious. Still, to this day, for me, Half-Life Alyx is one of the most impressive games, if not the most impressive game I've ever played in 35 years of gaming. So it was released in March of 2020, and Half-Life Alyx was nothing like a tech demo. This was a masterclass in atmosphere, pacing, immersion, and for the first time in 13 years the story continued. Not even that, but this so far is the only AAA game ever released in such a huge scale like Half-Life Alyx. Half-Life Alyx is still the #1 VR game ever released on any VR platform that includes PlayStation VR, but the biggest VR platform nowadays of course is PC VR. Half-Life Alyx towers over everything else by 1,100 million kilometers, whatever you want to call it, but Half-Life Alyx is just an insanely other level than any other VR things we've ever seen. Second place, I always say it is Skyrim VR, fully modded. But something really, unexpected happened. This is spoiler alert. At the end, the famous prisoner, or at least when you discover that this big thing hanging in the sky is a prison, this is nobody less than the G-Man. So not Gordon Freeman, it is the G-Man. And Alyx saves her father because she had some kind of wish, almost like it was a genie, the G-Man, but she wishes that she could get something that saves her in the future, and that is saving her father. And somewhere, sometime, Gordon wakes up. The cliffhanger was back, but now it changed. Valve hadn't just revived this series, they actually rewrote its future. So the entire game was amazing, the ending was absolutely one of the most mind-blowing things I've ever seen, and developers confirmed something even greater. Half-Life Alyx was just the beginning, the door to Half-Life 3 finally felt open again. In late 2024, strange things began appearing in Valve's code, referring to something called HLX. AI behavior tuned for large-scale FPS levels, AMD FSR upscaling, and optimizations for VR and flat-screen models. So longtime Valve sleuths like Tyler McVicker and Gabe Followers said it out loud. HLX is real, and it might be playable right now. Valve was testing a new game with its inner circle, and in December 2024, Bloomberg's Jason Schreier hinted something was coming. Something fans wouldn't believe, quote unquote.
Another year already. Good to see and hear from so many of you. May the next quarter century deliver as many unexpected surprises as did the millenniums first. And again, time is fluid, like music. See you in the new year.
It was the G-Man's first appearance in 4 years. Shapiro hadn't posted since Alyx, and just like that, boom, the hype returned. Across Reddit, YouTube and the darkest corners of gaming Twitter, the message was clear: this time it's different. 18 years after episode 2, 5 years after Half-Life Alyx, and now HLX. Is this Half-Life 3? Well, Valve didn't say anything about it, of course, but the code speaks pretty loud. These aren't just random rumors anymore. These are true clues of something is happening in the Half-Life universe again.
The unknown future rolls toward us. I face it for the first time with a sense of hope.
Somewhere along the way, Half-Life 3 stopped being a sequel. It became a myth, a meme, a promise that maybe the best stories weren't over. We chased shadows and leaked code, we studied t-shirts like sacred relics, we turned disappointment into in-jokes, and somehow that kept it all alive. The community never stopped believing, and neither, it seems, did Valve. The ending of Half-Life Alyx wasn't closure, because this was truly an opening for a new Half-Life part. And if the 2025 rumors are true or about to be true, we may not be waiting much longer. The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world, so wake up, Mr. Freeman, we are still waiting for Half-Life 3.